Hello, everybody. Guess what day it is? That's right. Today is Friday the 13th. So lock up all your black cats. You never know what kind of Haitians might be living in your neighborhood. Actually, that's not what today is. I mean, it is, but what it really is newspaper day. So let's see what we got here from the journal from Friday the 13th, 2024. Uh, This week, star, once again, no more star of the week. It's the star of Phillipsburg. So, as far as this newspaper is concerned, screw the whole rest of the area. Uh, it says the star is the G-Free Church. We will get to that. Here is the Rush recap. In case I haven't explained it to those of you who do not live around here or live in Pennsylvania, Rush is a township. What we have is, like Osceola is a borough, and other towns are boroughs, and you have townships that are sort of a bigger area, usually a little more, I don't know if I should say more rural, because we're kind of rural anyway, maybe less developed, rather than a town where the houses are all closer together and so forth. But anyway, and then you have the counties and the townships and boroughs and cities are within counties. So there you go. For those of you that have things like parishes or whatever. Okay, the Rush Township, it says it's Groundhog Day with Mr. Bean. Is now officially no parking on 504 near the PE school. Marrow resigns as township engineer. Some rules of the road considered for September 30th solar meeting. Township chips away at list of residents blocking Ord sewer project. Groundhog Day in Southie. It may be September, but it's Groundhog Day, just like how Bill Murray was forced to. Mr. Bean, Norm Bean, is repeating the same complaints raised at the August meeting. Okay, that's nice. Thou shalt not park. They passed an ordinance prohibiting parking on 504 from Richard Street to 1 Mile Road. Okay. Marrow resigns as engineer. Michelle Marrow, the township's longtime engineer, submitted a letter of resignation, which was accepted, and they recognized her dedication. Supervisors appointed Dave McCulloch of McCulloch Design and Engineering. Yeah, I always like whenever somebody submits a resignation and the group, whatever it is, votes on whether to accept the resignation, because it's like, what are you going to do if you vote no? The person obviously doesn't want to do the job anymore. September 30th, Solar Showdown 2. I'm sure they're just saying they're having another public meeting about it. And here's the thing that says, digging for progress. We reported previously that the sewer project, the residents of Glass A, Linwood, and Rick Street is jammed up because some residents refuse to allow a required archaeological dig in their yards. This group of residents is keeping the sewer project from moving forward. That's right, when I'm digging up my yard either. I think I'll forgive them this silly pun. You know how they love their puns. Finding a forever home. Obviously, something about dog adoption. Picture of people in the dog park. Yay. But yeah, go adopt a dog from the SPCA or something if you're going to get a dog, and make sure it's the kind of dog that suits your life. Okay, this is what's old is new again at the Osceola House. Now, I wonder if they actually changed the name of it. Are we talking about the Osceola Hotel? Yes, we are, apparently. When filmed there to a look, this is about that local news thing again. It was originally built in 1863. It was the first hotel and store in the town. A year later, the hotel was sold to another guy. So they did a thing on the history of the Osceola Hotel, and there's a interior picture of it. That'd be the lobby downstairs. Oh, I see. They're continuing on about it. Then owners now are Winter and Bill Whalen. That'd be brother and sister, I believe. There's a picture of Winter. I know Winter has run several clubs in the area. So that's who's running the place now. It does seem like somebody told me that they do have good food again. So if you live in the area or you're around and you're looking for a meal, try the Osceola Hotel. I will keep calling it by its own name because I'm an old person and that's what we do. We have a store in the area, for those of you who don't know. It is now called something like Hometown Grocers or something. But I still call it the Comet, and a lot of other people in my age range call it the Comet because it was the Comet for a number of years. And people who were my age when I was younger were still calling it the Quaker, I believe. But that's what we do. We have an obituary. Judith Beskett, born in 1933. She's from State College. I'm not quite sure why what her connection is to this area, but. And now, what you're all here for, the police report, or shall we just call it the Morris Township report. Is he really? PSP investigated a hit-and-run crash that took place on August 17 on Fairview Road. A white Ford F-Series diesel pickup, we have a full description of the thing, hit the front porch of a nearby residence. Vehicle then went across Route 53 to the Mini-Mart. The operator was seen on Mini-Mart security footage as being middle-aged with a goatee, wearing a cut-off shirt reading, "I'm rednecker than you." If you have any information, call the cops. Kind of seems like that should be pretty easy to track down. Can't touch this. A 26-year-old male Houtsdale prison inmate reported that a male suspect touched his penis in the back of a transport van. The investigation is ongoing. Anything you can do. A 35-year-old Houtsdale prison inmate reported that a male suspect touched his penis. This is not a repeat.
You can't touch this.
The investigation is ongoing. Okay, now this is called Can't Touch Each Other. Let's hope. On September 5th, Matthew Knepp, 45 of Phillipsburg, and Carissa Knepp, 34 of Phillipsburg, subjected each other to unwanted physical contact on New Liberty Road. They subjected each other to unwanted contact. Let me just pause for a second. Okay, moving on. Indecent proposal. Oh my God, what's going on? A 36-year-old male Houtsdale prison inmate reported that a male suspect attempted to engage in sexual intercourse with him. The investigation is ongoing.
And I said, no.
Smashed window. Ronald Hoopsick, 54 Winburn, reported that a rock was thrown through the window of his pickup truck parked on Colward Street in Cooper Township. Information, call the cops. rolled ram. A 17-year-old boy was driving his 2007 Ford Focus in a little Troy Road in Morris Township. They never let us down. As he pulled on a 53, he struck a 2000 Dodge Ram driven by Gregory Huney, 56. The Ram was propelled south and rolled over onto a truth. Both vehicles were disabled and were towed by Amy's Towing and Dunlap Towing. The kid was driving a Ford Focus and he rolled a Dodge Ram. I think the kid might have been going pretty fast. DUI-alcohol. Anthony Lombardi, 31 of Munson, was arrested for DUI on Hardscrabble Road in Morris Township. Sleeping it off. Taylor Slagowski, 33 of Phillipsburg, was found sleeping in her vehicle on 2nd Street. When PSP arrived, she was awake and found to be in possession of drug paraphernalia. She's been charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. Morgan Run Road accident. Austin Reams, 21 of Osceola, was driving his 2006 Mazda on Morgan Road when he lost control, went off the road, and hit a tree. Reams and his passenger, Robert Lindstrom, 25 of Sandy Ridge, were transported to Ben Highlands, DuBois. The Mazda was towed in a Frizzle. Casey Frizzle, 31 of Alport, was arrested for disorderly conduct, possession of drug paraphernalia, public intoxication, and false identification to law enforcement at the Morrisdale Mini Mart. Contraband cigs. Stephen Scaife, 63 of Phillipsburg, was arrested for possession of unstamped cigarettes in Decatur Township. Once again, we don't care that much about sports for a couple of years until Toby gets old enough to play, and then we'll just bug the hell out of you with it. Okay. Once again, by the way, that is the comet. I don't care what that sign says, but they are always the back page. So we've got Memory Lane. Founders Day is this weekend. The Phillipsburg Historical Foundation Annual Founders Day will be this Saturday. Okay. So they're holding it at the Mud Church Museum Room. And for some reason, they have a picture of a bunch of kids swimming in what I imagine is Coldstream Dam. Star of Phillipsburg G Free Church. 9th annual G Free Bike Show was held. And they have a whole bunch of winners of stuff. There's a picture of Bike Show director Bud Steiner shakes hand of People's Choice winner Grant Fry as he receives his trophy plaque. There's a picture of young Mr. Fry getting his plaque. Let me just take another quick look down through here just to see. Donations and proceeds from the bike show this year yielded over $2,500 and will be presented to the C.J. Cudrio family to help with extra expenses incurred since C.J. has started his cancer treatments. Okay. Sounds like a good event. And that's all we got. I got nothing else for you that I can think of. So, peace out, folks.
And that's the way it is.